Zach Sterniolo, NASCAR.com. William, immediately when you got up there, you apologized to Denny. Why was that something that was important for you to do?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right, you know? Yeah, I mean, I think just kind of seeing him, you know, he had beat us, right? And we're running second and it's 4 laps to go and you go into the wall and cause a caution, so it sucks, right? I don't want to be that guy. Even if I'm in the championship 4, it doesn't really matter. Just don't want to change the outcome, so it sucks.
What ultimately happened there in turn 3 that put you in the wall?
Yeah, I felt something a little funny on that lap. Was trying to figure out if it was a tire, you know, and I guess we were coming to 3 laps to go, and so I was trying to figure out left rear, right rear, and about the time I hit the brakes into 3, it just laid down on the right side of the car and went straight. So, yeah, I was hoping it'd be a left rear so I could kind of get back, but.
Anyone else for William or Chase? We'll go to Kelly, and then Bob, and Dustin.
Kelly CrandallRacer.com. Chase, is this a race of what could have been, and like it felt like you guys really never even had a chance, I guess, with everything that went on?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I mean, I definitely felt like I was more than capable. You know, just to go from the back to the front that many times. You know, I would have loved to have just been able to race straight up. You know, I got back to second and, you know, was able to run William down there and thought I was really, really good. And I blew like the second or third tire. So, yeah, definitely it's a race of, you know, what could have been. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like hopefully at least people felt like we were here and in contention. You know, we weren't average running position-wise up there a whole lot, but certainly I felt like, I don't know, I felt like we had one of the strongest cars for sure, and if we could have just, you know, started up front, or not even started up front, just not had issue after issue, you know, we would have been in the mix. I thought we did everything, you know, right as far as pit stops and obviously car speed and balance. It just, you know, the tires just didn't go our way.
Bob.
Bob Hawkers, Fox Sports. William, where was Denny so better than you, especially that last stage?
Yeah, he was just faster. I thought he was, like, trying to get leverage on him. I felt like he always had leverage on me in restart scenarios, whether it was I was on the inside or, you know, like we were both kind of racing, you know, in different situations. Like I was on the bottom, the one restart, and he was outside of me. I couldn't get the throttle down, and he could kind of pinch me off. So I just felt like he was quicker on the short run, and then he would kind of get those 10 to 15 car lengths, and I would come back a little bit on the long run, but it was too much to kind of overcome.
And was there any point in that last stage where you were thinking maybe you should just back off and hope that he's the one with the tire issue?
No, I don't really think that. I don't think they work that way. I mean, it's hard to figure out why they did what they did. I don't know. I feel like I had runs that I was faster, you know, in the short run and beat up the tires more, and then that last run felt pretty normal. It was just we were all running as hard as we could, so maybe that's why.
Go to Dustin and then Greg.
Dustin Labino-Jayski, for you, Chase, what is the mindset when you have to keep resetting multiple times throughout the race coming from the rear?
I mean, just stay in it. I mean, my whole career's kind of just been never give up. You never know what can happen. So I feel like I race with that, and I've had it multiple times throughout my career, you know, where you cannot give up in these races. You know, I go back to, I want to say 2020 Homestead, I was 7 laps down and came back to run like third. This year at Vegas, we were 4 laps down and came back to you know, be on the lead lap, and you just never know what can happen. I mean, one caution can change everything, or, you know, our car was obviously good enough. I could just go from the back right back to the front, and yeah, I knew my car was good, so I was just trying to stay in it. You never know, you know, late cautions can happen, or pit strategy, or whatever. So yeah, I think just my whole career has been don't give up, and you know, I feel like I race with that.
Craig.
Mouth, I can yell. Greg Engel, cupscene.com. Both of you guys are young. This will not be your last opportunity to be here. Does that help soften the blow a little bit, or is it still too soon?
I don't think I don't look at it that way. I just look at it as this could be your last opportunity. So I don't really think ahead in terms of, what's down the road. Or, I'd love to be in this opportunity again, but you never know how things are going to work out.
Yeah, I would say the same. This is my first year at JGR, right? And hopefully we continue to, be one of the elite teams, but it can change at any point, and you don't know. This could be your last one. Hopefully, I can be in a lot more championship situations, but yeah, you're just never guaranteed anything in this sport, and especially from a speed standpoint, everything else. SHR, right? My rookie year. The year before, they won like 17 cup races, and then the downfall happened. You just never know when that light switch can be, and yeah, I think you're never guaranteed being here again. So yeah, it stings a little bit.
Do you feel like you'll have some lessons learned from being in this position, away from the race, dealing with us and dealing with all the junk that goes over? Do you think there'll be some momentum for next year to get back here?
Yeah, honestly, the race and the whole week didn't really feel any different than the normal weekend. I thought that it would when the race actually started, and maybe it would have if I was, up front the whole race. But I was always coming from behind, so I don't know. I had so much going on that I never really even thought about, hey, it's the championship race. So, yeah, I don't know. It definitely, I don't know. It stings right now just because, like I said, you never know if you're going to get another opportunity.
Any final questions for... We'll go over here and wrap there.
Zach Warner from Byron. With the things that you guys feel like both of you can walk away from this knowing that you gave everything you had, you didn't leave anything out there? With the things you can control?
Yeah, I know when I laid my head down tonight, I felt like I did my job to the best of my ability. Yeah, I'm happy. I know with my effort, obviously would have loved for things to go different, but yeah, I felt like that was one of the best cup races I've ran for sure.
Yeah, I think you put everything into it, like he said, and yeah, I felt like we were deserving to run where we were. So yeah.
Hey guys, it's Josh from the Pit Stop. Make sure you check out our brand new website, or our Whatnot show is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you so much.